I love you so low. Okay, joking. Hi guys, welcome. Hi guys, and welcome back to Lip Gloss and Ladders. The ladies are back from a small mini break. So I just want to catch up and touch base with you guys. How are you guys feeling after that holiday break? KP, how are you?
I'm good. It's the new year, new year, same me. I feel that.
Love
No,
it,
right?
love it.
Maybe. Gabby, how you feeling today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good. We got some snow,
Yeah,
and nothing is cleared out on my end.
that's the first we did not. Yo, like I don't know what's happening. We're supposed to get more snow Saturday. I'm like, yo, we have the
Oh my
game
god.
Saturday. Like I need y'all to make sure that like the bank is loaded and ready to go. Like get it together, weather. Get it together.
Like,
We need to beat these
did
Steelers.
y'all
Shout out to math. We need to beat these Steelers.
Okay.
shout out to Nana too, because me and Nana be
Yes.
beefing. Me and Nana be beefing. You saw a little bit of our beef. Like
When you called her from my couch, yes. When you called her.
she was like, "Oh, you want to hear?" I was like, "I didn't even say I love you." Hello. And then we have Ash here. Ash, how are you feeling? Birthday
I'm doing
gal.
good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. A little refreshed, much needed break, so ready to get back into it.
Same. I think we picked the perfect week to come back onto it because Raw made its debut on Netflix. No buffering issues. They acted like they had
Mhm.
some sense.
We love
I
it.
was I was I was thoroughly pleased.
I'm glad somebody was.
Okay, yeah. With
Let's
the
get
no
into it.
buffering. Let's start. All right.
No
Raw opened
Vaseline. Let's go.
You know
No
what?
Raw opened up with The Rock, the
No, open
final
with
boss.
Triple H. I
Oh, that
actually
I
like
did
the
open with
Triple
Triple
H.
H.
The curtain drop was pretty cool. Like I don't want to skip that. That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. Oh, the
Yes.
the
Also, shout out to
opening
the
video package,
production of
guys.
this Raw.
Girl,
Yes,
yes.
the camera cuts,
I mean,
the camera
Bro.
quality.
we looked at it in 4K. Like keep in mind you can't show 4K in regular TV. So like just the fact that it's upgraded to 4K is already gonna make it like that much better. But like camera shots, the angles, like chef's kiss.
It
Yeah,
was
I think they had
perfect.
like them wear like the light, the a lot of the fans wear like the light bracelets because
Mm-hmm.
the way the crowd was lit up was just so beautiful. It was really, really cool to see.
Was it? I was like, good. You know what, production.
They did their thing.
And like you
Yeah.
said, the Triple H curtain, any Triple H opening promo. I know sometimes the fans never really let him get it because they can see that he's in it. He's in it. But I think they did. I think they did well. I really enjoyed the opening video package
Mm-hmm.
as well. So let's. It did open with Triple H. It did, and then The Rock.
That bald guy.
He came. But now I have a lot of, I want to see how you guys feel about this promo.
I'm not going first. I'll wrap it up. I'm not
Oh
going first.
no.
So for me,
Ash.
I feel like I understood why The Rock opened the show
Mm-hmm.
because for general audiences, The Rock is probably the most familiar face in terms of branding that we have right now for the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of questions now after
Mm-hmm.
that opening promo. I don't know if I feel as strongly as you guys about y'all's feelings, but I'm just like, so the final boss is done, or
So
is
I
this a
was
season four?
reading that the reason why he went back to the Rock character is because he apparently like people would join in who would recognize and resonate with the Rock and not the final boss. So they asked him to play that character as opposed to his new one because if I'm someone's mom watching or someone wasn't watched in like 6 years, you wouldn't know the final boss. You wouldn't know the
That makes
arrogant asshole, right? You would know
yeah,
like the Rock, the eyebrow, like you would know that.
right.
Um, so like that's why that happened. It doesn't make it okay, but that's technically, to my understanding, as to why they did it. Um, now, do I think that that was worth ruining like a year of storylines? No, no, I do not. Because what the heck?
The theme of this Raw is I understand it, but why?
Ooh, I can
Yes.
That
respect
is
that. Yeah,
that
I
is
can
the
respect
theme of this Raw. It's like
that.
I get it, but why? Like I think that's the theme that I have for this Raw. Katie, how did you feel about the Rock's promo? Did
I wanted the final boss. I was actually excited to see The Rock. But when he cut the promo, I was honestly confused. I was like, where did this come from? It's like we're missing pieces. They could at least built it up to him turning into The Rock again versus just cutting it cold turkey.
Agreed.
I was waiting for that swerve. I was waiting when he said, "Yeah, Cody Rhodes, brother,
Right.
I saw you whip this man on national television
In front of his
In the
dog.
rain, in
in
front
front
of
of
his
his
dog.
mama."
Like, yeah, like
And now y'all backstage drinking out of your solo cups. Like, I was just like, what?
Like
What
what
is this?
happened? What happened? Where's the tea? Like where did this
yeah.
come
I just
from?
felt like I missed a chapter. Like I just felt like I missed
We
something.
missed
Like
several chapters.
yeah.
I
'Cause,
think
Right.
girl, he was cool with everybody. Like, what are we doing and why? Like, I get it. He's on the board, but do you like that's it. That's the statement. I get it. He's on the board, but like it didn't bring anything to any storylines. Like I said, in fact, it actually set a few back like a year because he was like running around beating everybody up and being this total badass. And now you're like, I'm so happy to be here. And shout out
yeah.
to Cody Rhodes who's been holding it down. It's like, yo, what? Like
Yeah.
you just inserted yourself because you can. And they weren't gonna tell you no because you're on the board.
Ooh. Tea.
And
And they
just
were gonna
bought
tell you no because
and just bought 50 million shares. More shares.
So what are we doing?
it again. The theme of this episode of Raw is I get it, but why? I get it, but why? Also, I do want to. I forgot to say this when we were talking about the production part. We got some new stuff,
Yes.
Yes.
new shirts, new ring gear. I think everything was very cohesive, even
Hmm.
when The Rock came and ruined it. No, he didn't ruin it. He didn't. He didn't ruin
No, he kind of ruined it.
it. But that also brings me
Ruined
to another part that really, I get it, but why? Tribal combat happened again.
it.
I thoroughly enjoyed Tribal Combat. I
It was a good match.
thoroughly enjoyed this match. I want to first hats off to Solo. Like he took the doubts that everybody said and he was like, "Oh, you don't think that I can do this?" Because obviously WWE has to have some sort of trust in him or belief in
Exactly.
him to put
Yeah.
him on so many big stages at so early in his career with his cousins who have been pioneering this entire
Hmm.
they
And his
come on,
brothers.
the
Hmm.
Samoas, they run it. So I just want to say like Solo has taken that and by far ran with it. I doubted him up until last night, but
Honestly, I say I doubted him up until about 2 or 3 months ago. Like when his first match he had with Cody this time last year, I was like, yo, what are we doing? What are we doing? So like I see the vision now. Like I should have trusted the vision because he has gotten a lot better on the mic as well as in the ring. And it's crazy because if you watch Solo in NXT, like he actually was good.
He had a lot of charisma. He had a
Yes. And
character.
then like he got to the main roster and it was like
Yeah. Well, I feel like they just stripped him of
he couldn't
everything and were
find his
like, "Don't
footing.
speak."
Yeah.
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 because they gave him like literally the bare bones of his character that he hadn't got developed yet. So I did feel like maybe Solo got called up a little too early.
Hmm.
So they was like, okay, why is he barefoot? How come he was the only one in the streets? Like at this feel like
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 why did
aren't
Jimmy
y'all
and Jay
rich?
allow that? Yeah,
Like
like
y'all got 96 family members. Y'all couldn't let him sit on your couch. Really?
yeah,
No.
Like none of y'all could open y'all home up
He's
to the
obviously
family.
not Rikishi's favorite. So
Right.
yeah,
obviously
I
not.
was
clearly,
like,
clearly.
how did you feel about tribal combat? What stood out to you about it?
I enjoyed the match. I feel like Solo has grown so much, just like everyone else is saying. Um, because of the Rock promo, I was like, maybe Roman got this. Because I really felt like with how the bloodline was going, I feel like honestly, I picked Solo because it was like, okay, he wins, and then what's going to happen? But even though he lost, it's still like what's going to happen. But it's just like, okay, I'm confused. What's going to happen versus like, okay, what will happen next? But I just really felt, I don't know. It just, I feel like this bloodline now is starting to die out. The whole story to me now, because how Rock came out afterwards and gave him a hug, and he was like, once again, we skipped a few chapters. What's happening here?
Hey,
Real.
but I do kind of feel like maybe I have hope. We're getting swerved.
Yeah.
I have hope
Well, The
that
Rock has to have his Mania match, so he's got to do something. So he's
I'm
not
just,
giving up his
Sure.
I'm just
Mania
gonna
match.
watch. I'm not gonna have no expectations. Just gonna watch.
that's all you can. I feel
You
like
can.
that's
It,
Mm.
all you can do. Him placing the Olafala back where it belonged on Roman Reigns at the end. I wanted to see a little bit of angst there. I don't know.
I thought he was gonna turn on him because he literally just said 1, 2, 3 and cut his neck at in October, and now that's the last we saw him, and now it's just like, oh, happy go lucky now. You are the tribal
Yeah.
chief.
Yeah.
Thank
Especially
you,
the way he
Cody.
came out. Like Roman's music was hit and you could just see The Rock like walking in the background. I was like, oh, I was like, he's walking with purpose. I thought he was pissed for a second. But no, he was happy, proud,
Uh-huh.
I
Eh,
guess.
And
we
drunk.
Happy to be there. Happy
right.
to
He
be
probably
there.
was still
He was a few
jumping
drinks
the
in at
gold
that point. He ain't know what he was doing. That was not planned. He was like, you
and
know
to go to
what?
girls.
I
Like
got something to do right quick.
he was
Be right
partying two
Yeah.
here.
days straight. Yeah, he had been partying for 2 days straight. So I want to ask this question though, guys. What do we think is next for the bloodline?
I don't know, man.
No,
I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I just want to say that we are one step closer to my ultimate
No, we are
agenda.
not. Oh my God. We are not. We are
Because
not.
if Tonga could get away, you feel it? I'm just
No, we
saying.
don't feel you. We don't. No one
What
feels
do,
you but you. What are you
are you
talking about?
implying you think New Bloodline is going to be done soon?
Then we can get the original.
She just want what she want. She just
You
want what
don't
she
care
want.
how she get it. You don't care that it makes no sense right now. She's just like,
That
listen, I
promo,
just
if we doing things that don't make sense now,
I mean,
I mean, hey.
I'm just going. I mean, hey, I'll never stop. I'll never stop. It's gonna be
the
10 years
problem is
later.
though, is that the bloodline has so many people and spin-offs and like blood oaths that like they're gonna keep coming.
Yeah.
So like we know for a fact there are several that are lurking around that we have not seen yet.
True.
Are they going to NXT or are they going to main roster? Like where are they gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Because there is a few that I've heard that are lurking around ready to go. Um so
Total
I don't
bloodline
know that it's
domination.
over because I don't know if it can honestly ever. I can say that it'll probably never end, but I don't know if it will ever like continue to be the main focus. I guess that is I to yet to be determined because I didn't see Tamatanga and them showing up.
Yeah, either.
There were rumors of it, and once they didn't resign with NJPW, I knew it was going to be a thing because why would they go to AEW? Right? Makes no sense.
Yeah.
But like, let's be honest. Like, did anybody see that coming for real? For real? Like,
No,
not really.
No.
and I
When it
didn't see it on
happens,
the
you're
rock.
like, yeah, checks out, makes sense. He talks about how
Makes
much he
sense.
wants to be home with his family and living in Japan and blah blah blah. But like, if I told you that 2 years ago they were come over to WWE, you'd be like, girl, bye.
Just like in 2 years when I
Oh my god. So the next match of the night, I'm taking over as host. We're gonna go ahead and retire. We're gonna go ahead and retire Reese. Christ.
I just had to have a little fun there, but no, I completely understand. I completely get where you're coming from. Because if you would have told, because when they were like, oh, they're rumored to come to WWE, I was like, no, they're not.
Exactly.
No, they're not.
However, I will say though, this is one thing that I do need to get out early in the show. I think it's time for AEW to realize they are not competitors of WWE. This ain't that. They can't do what that was last night.
No.
I think the AEW performance, I'm not knocking AEW before y'all come for me in the comments. Hear me out. AEW does best when they stay in their own lane. I'm not knocking AEW. I want AEW to succeed because I think that they make WWE better as a whole because you need some
Mhm.
competition, right? Iron
Yeah.
sharpens iron. I recognize that. However, they need to stay in their lane because you can no longer say you are a true competitor of WWE. I think last night proved
Yeah.
it. And
They need
again,
to
I like
pivot.
AEW. I do. I
Yeah.
want them to win, but like let's be honest. Okay, it's like
Yeah.
this ain't that. That ain't
No.
this.
Yeah.
He's like,
They gotta go
yeah,
all in on being an alternative to
100%.
WWE.
Because
I've
look
been
at
saying that for
TNA.
so long.
TNA has nailed it as far as like
Mhm.
staying in their lane. They do their thing. They go to their smaller arenas. They sell those
Yeah.
bad boys out. They have loyal fans. They have good shows. Pay-per-views always bang. They do good at staying in their lane and knowing what works for them.
Yes.
TNA is a great example of that. Find your lane, stick in it. Like stop trying to swerve, stop trying to cut people off and do this and jump ahead and like
Yeah.
stay steady in this lane and you will succeed. But you cannot compete with WWE anymore. Last night proved it. You just
Yeah.
can't.
It's just in
Can't.
different area. I mean, like the production value alone. I feel like the production value for a while has been in different
This
area.
didn't right. This didn't
But
help
this
it.
was
This
a
didn't
masterclass. Yeah, like this was the masterclass for sure.
No, honestly, for sure. Even with the streaming deal, like again, we want AEW to
we do. We
succeed
definitely
as an
do.
alternative to WWE. That
Yeah.
it's a supplement. Like it's watch WWE. You don't need to pick one or the other.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, because let's be real here, even AEW talent, they can say, "Oh yeah, you don't have to go to WWE," but everybody would take a WrestleMania moment.
Of course. Of course.
Especially
We
now
use it.
that BKM is gone. I think there'd be a different story if BKM was still around. Um, And I can't help but wonder people who recently left, such as your Ricochets, your Bobby Lashley's, who are like, damn,
Your Jay
Yeah.
Whites who
damn.
haven't signed, who didn't sign.
Jay White has to be kicking himself in the ass right now because, to be fair, though, he did sign when BKM was still around. So, do I think that BKM would have booked him better? I don't know.
No,
Small.
again,
He's a small
that's
guy,
it.
right?
I
And
said, I
he's
think
the
we
only
operated
reason why
differently.
Seth is booked the way he is because he grew up in the system. But let's be honest, I don't think that again, VKM was still around when Jay White was around. So that's why he didn't come
That's
back,
why he picked.
allegedly. But do I think that people like Jay White and Ricochet and Bobby Lashley and like Malachi Black and all of them are like, damn,
Yeah,
yeah,
no, for sure.
Oh, for
So
you
sure.
have
definitely
to
Yeah.
be. You have to be.
that because when they did sign, like when he signed, I said that's the right call. Like he should go there. Like he wouldn't.
It wouldn't work. They would have him as someone's manager or someone's
He'd be
mouthpiece.
like
I mean,
K Black or something like that. Like
I
he would-
can't say he's booked any better. And right now in AEW, like I can't say that because like I
Mhm,
had a whole rant about that. Go see our page and you'll see my reel on why I'm confused on Jay
mhm.
White's booking. But I just know some of that talent has to be going. Had I just waited 20 more minutes. Or
Yeah.
someone like Camille, right? Because allegedly Camille didn't want to go to NXT. That was her hang up. Camille did not want to go to NXT. And
Yeah.
I look at you over at AEW as Mercedes Muscle.
Yeah.
Actually, no more in muscle.
Allegedly, yeah.
She's been
Allegedly
just like
she's
off
gone.
TV. Yeah.
No, I heard
I
allegedly
don't
she's
even know.
gone. I heard allegedly. I love a good allegedly, right? I'm not gonna mention
Yeah.
names, but allegedly I
No,
heard
but
that
you're not.
Oh, damn. That
she
was a
her
very
contract
short.
wasn't that because honestly, her contract was signed last February, to my understanding. So very well, she only could have signed a year. They didn't
Oh.
debut her for months later, but they signed her in like January, February, to my understanding.
Got you. Got you.
Maybe she'll go to
Interesting.
NXT now. I'm just saying, if
Hello.
They are interested. Yeah.
I get it, like, oh, I have, but Jordan Grace could, no offense, could because she could jump to the main roster.
But
She
see,
got
like
a
I
little
said in
bit
the
of
other
time.
Oh,
show, she's
100%.
already got her NXT licks in. She's learning the WWE. I mean, if you look at her Twitter and her Instagram, she's learned the style and how to speak WWE isms. She's learned
Mhm.
that, and she learned that while under contract with TNA. So when her contract is up, if she went to NXT, fine. But if they put her on like Raw, SmackDown, I wouldn't be mad. I would understand because she's
Yeah.
already paid her dues.
100%.
Like
But she's definitely going to be in the Rumble, so it's fine. It's fine.
it's like, and she again, debuted on normal. But to me, a name like Camille couldn't have came to the main roster and made
You
the
wouldn't know. Like, who
splash.
watches, respectfully, who watches NWA? Either you watch NWA and you know it and you know all the history, or you do not. It's
Yeah.
one or the other. There's no like wishy-washy. I kind of watch it. No, either you know NWA or you don't. And I would honestly say a good 65% of us don't know NWA. So you wouldn't know that she was a champion for like 1,000 days. No exaggeration, guys. It's like 800 something days she was a champion. So average bear wouldn't know that. So she did need to go to NXT. Didn't want to, but like, look at you in AEW. No one knew who you were for real.
And that's the
Yeah.
smarter crowd, the in tune with the indies crowd, because they again tell me I'm supposed to know these people. I'm supposed to care about this feud from 10 years ago,
Right.
but hey, I'm here.
Neither here nor there.
So yeah, I definitely understand. Like they have to be kicking it, especially the I'm finally free, but then they probably were actually finally free.
Mm-hmm.
It from their perspective, they probably were finally free. They got some creative shackles off, but now it's like, dang, if you would have just waited,
Yeah.
you could have just been. Because catering, baby, I heard how much they make. So I would have been in catering. I'm just saying, but I understand. Again, I completely understand. Now, let's get back into it with my moment of the night. John Cena kicked off his farewell tour. His last hoorah, the last time is now by declaring for the Royal Rumble. Now, I was a little surprised by this. I wasn't because I already knew, like, of course, Cena, he coming back, he's gonna be in the Rumble, like, duh. I thought he would do IC and go for becoming a what is it called? What is it?
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam.
Okay.
Grand Slam. I thought he would punch his ticket for a Grand Slam. But
It's not too late.
It's not too late. It seems as though he's going for 17 by declaring for the Rumble. How you guys feel about Cena in the Rumble? What are you guys thinking about that? Do you think he has a chance at winning this whole thing? Do you think they would?
I think he'll be in the final 3, final 4.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do I think he'll win it? No. Because I think that it needs to. I think that he needs to build some grit. I think he can't come in and like out the gate get all of the things, right? I think we need
That's
to build
fair.
some grit. So I see him going down to like the final 4, maybe 3, but I don't see him winning it. Because if he wins and then he goes up against Cody, unless Cody goes, which we know it's coming, right? Unless Cody goes here, they're not going to put two bases against each other.
It's Homelander.
He's going to turn into Homelander. We're waiting for it, like for sure. I think everyone at this point is waiting for it, but I don't think they're going to pull that trigger like in 2 weeks.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no, I don't think he's going to win it, but I think it's going to go to Punk. That's here nor there. We'll get to that another show. That's another show down the road. But yeah.
I hate when you. I agree.
Another show down the road. I'm not a few series. We'll talk it out via text. It's fine.
I don't want you to be right, but I agree. But anyway, what are you guys looking forward to seeing with John Cena's farewell tour? KP, what about you? What are you looking forward to see?
I just look forward to him having some fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't watch him at the heart of his career. I always watched when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
So just seeing at that, just having some fun. Because I remember he said, like, after this year, he's in a suit. I think he's just ready to be in a suit. He just want to be like, hey, I'm here and I'm done. I know. Here.
Fisher. But make sure it's like toilet paper. It's wrapped the right way, though. Anyway, that's him.
I tried. I have tried it, y'all. Side note.
Oh, this way, right?
Yes.
No, listen. Update about that. I tried it for 2 whole days. I hated it. I was like, this feels unnatural.
I bet it does.
I was like, and I kept. Here's the thing, because I'm so used to it being under. I kept like rolling.
Lovely would be so disappointed at you right now. We're gonna move on.
Like,
yeah. Give her a
I'm
tissue.
done. I'm done.
Ash, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to seeing some dream matches. I'm excited to see some matchups that we haven't seen before, see some rematches. Definitely excited to see like Randy Orton, like that whole entire interaction once we get there. There's a whole bunch of different things that I'm excited for with John Cena's return. Similar to UKB, I wasn't watching when John Cena was an active wrestler, so I'm like very excited. Even though like I'm not nostalgic because I didn't watch it, I still feel weirdly nostalgic about it. Weirdly nostalgic about it.
Because you know the
Right.
history. You know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like how much
Yeah.
it means. Yeah.
Yeah, but what about you? Who are you looking forward to seeing Cena face the most?
I would like to see Cena go for some new people. I obviously would love the OGs. Like we, of course, you want the Randy Ortons, you want these matches. But like, I wouldn't be mad if he like spent some time down in like NXT hanging out with them for a while.
Because
That'd
he's
be so
gone
cool.
down there a couple of
Hmm.
times when it was,
Mhm.
on Hulu. So I would love to see. I need a feud between Cena and Breaker. That's all I need. I just need.
Yeah.
I love John Cena with all of my heart. He knows how I feel. My first email was Shang Gang Baby died. Just know. However, that does not stop me from wanting to see Braun Breaker literally go through that man.
And that's what I mean. Like, give me
Yeah.
some new blood. Like I said, I totally understand like the nostalgic feel, but like I like seeing my vets work with new people.
For sure. Especially for
For
this
sure.
final go
So I
around.
think that we will get some of the classics and some of the OGs, but I also like I think the last few months we'll probably spend some time hanging out with like new talent and trying to get them over and things like that.
For sure. And Cena, he does the job. He'll do the
Every
job.
time.
So
Every time.
I'm so so thankful for this. We're gonna talk about we're gonna move on. KB, we're gonna talk about Liv Rhea.
No.
Bye Mid Morgan. Bye Mid Morgan. Bye.
Mid.
Bye Mid Morgan.
And I'm about
Time
to
to
be just
Cover your
go.
fine.
ears,
She knows
Liv.
she
Cover
not
your ears,
mid.
Liv.
Time to go.
Cover your ears.
Don't listen to this. My Funko Pop live right here.
Right.
right in front of my Live Funko Pop.
Right.
That's what we not gonna do. We not gonna do this.
Bye Liv. Bye no like Tiffany. Bye Pumpkin. Bye Pumpkin. Bye.
Now,
Hmm.
I think this was to me, I believe that this was Liv and Rhea's best match to date, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I
Mine
agree.
too.
I definitely think this was definitely their best match for sure. I was surprised that I thought she would go over, but I was kind of surprised that Rhea actually did go over. And I'm like, is that the end of whatever
Hopefully.
this
Yeah.
is?
Hopefully. Respectfully, hopefully. Like obviously I joke around. I do think I've talked to women Liv many times being a great talent and I wish they actually let her fight more. So like obviously jokes aside, I'm just ready for this to wrap up. I'm glad. Hopefully, like there are so many other women in the division that could use some time and attention, not just the two of them in the major scene. I understand that we have the mid card titles now, so they'll get some more love, they'll get some more attention. But like
Mhm.
also it is Charlotte time. Becky's coming back. Like we have some OGs that it's time. Although I think Charlotte's gonna take it from Tiffy. Wrap that up. But
Mm,
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Give
think that
I
it's
want Charlotte
time.
and Tiffany. I don't want Charlotte on Raw.
I agree.
yes,
And
I
I
agree
think the
too.
Raw is too stacked at this point anyway, especially if they get Becky, because they're not going to separate Becky and Seth. Like they got to kind of divide and conquer some superstars. Um, but hopefully this is it, and they can kind of move on from this together. I don't think that Liv Morgan's going to go on a break. Sometimes they lose, they kind of go away for a
Mhm.
little bit because she's been working so much. I do think that maybe she'll cut back a little bit, but I don't think she's going to go on a true hiatus because we all saw like that Finn JD type thing, that chemistry when they're walking through, and he was like, so I think there's still some storyline there that needs to be addressed, but I'm glad it's over with, respectfully.
I am not surprised that mommy won. I went to this match like, why is they wearing red? And the designer of Liv's gear posted when Rhea turned on Liv, she was
Mhm.
wearing red then, so it was a full
Callback.
circle moment. So that's why I think that this is the end of it. And even with Dom trying to hug mommy, I was like, okay, This is definitely the split of, well, the start of split of possibly Judgment Day, and possibly Reese's dream of. I'm not going to say it because she just said it earlier.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Mary and Rhea. Oh,
Oh,
wait, yes, the other dream. Yes, the other dream.
Reese gonna push the agenda. Listen, Reese is going to push an agenda.
Because
Pick
because
one.
they're with Finn. Because he
exactly.
got brothers already here. I'm just saying. They gonna listen to me one day. I feel like Triple H definitely listens to the show.
Friend of the show.
He's friend of the show. Triple H, Hunter, Paul, please, like,
Oh.
Papa, please hear my.
But I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind Liv and Raquel going after the tag titles again or being a tag team. I feel like Raquel did better as a tag team competitor. That's just my opinion.
I
I didn't say
agree.
win the titles, but just be a tag team.
Yeah. I just
Go ahead.
don't feel anything coming
Same.
out of this feud. Like, I just feel like I don't know if obviously their stars have risen, but I don't think it's necessarily because of the feud.
Agree.
It's like I don't
Agreed.
know
It
what.
didn't advance.
It built Dom at the end of the day.
Ooh,
It
Agreed.
yeah,
did.
I gotta agree with you.
yeah, it did.
Yeah,
It did more for Dom than it did for them.
Yeah, and I don't like
yeah,
it.
I don't like that either.
I think a lot of things were, but again, if we're looking at it overarching, I liked it more than I didn't. But it was some things that it just never hit right for me. And I think that
Yeah,
that last match, it was a serviceable match. It was a great match actually. It was again their best match to date. It served its purpose. It did its job. I feel
yeah,
like that's probably what we should have got at Bad Blood and Hell in a Cell. But
yeah. But even then, like, I feel like it needed. It's a book ending to. I mean, they spent a lot of time on
mhm.
this feud, so I felt like I needed something to be like, yeah.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
you know, like it didn't. I enjoyed the ride. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but that was a hell of an ending. You know, and I didn't feel that. I was just kind of like, well, I knew Rhea was gonna win.
And she did. Mhm.
Yeah, and she did.
Yeah. They
Like,
look great doing it.
she looked incredible. Both parties looked incredible.
It was a kiss for me before she took her out.
Yeah, yeah. I
Some
do
people
love
have all the luck.
the little story beats that they add,
Mhm.
the little details that they themselves add.
Mhm.
I think are really good. But man, what a nothing burger.
And then Undertaker.
Yeah.
So listen,
I heard what the rumor was, but
Yeah.
I fell asleep during that match because I'm old, right? So let me finish my story. I'm
Alright.
old. I fell asleep during that match because I'm old and like I'm old. And I woke up and I heard Rhea's music. So I was like, oh, she won. And y'all, I literally was laying in bed with my eyes closed and I opened them and it was Undertaker and Rhea. And I was like,
I was like,
little question marks above
did he
my
help
head. Like,
like
I have confusion. So I did go back and watch last night. I went watch it again this morning. So relax. I know what I'm talking about, you guys. Like I went back and watched it. But I was very much confused because I woke up and was like, how did we get here?
It was kind of weird. Very weird.
I saw a tweet where it was like imagine if Gunther won a match and then Trish Stratus came out. like
That's how it was. It was like
you know, like
it was like she's still celebrating. And then it was just like, first of all, American badass. She's Australian. That's weird. No, like
And
he
then you
just came
gave her like fighting. Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah, I
came
just
out and you
very
just
confused.
drove down the ramp and came back. It was like, hey, again, it's one of those things where I think now I did see a couple of rumors. I don't know how true they are. I saw one rumor that was supposed to originally be Becky's return spot.
Mm-mm.
That's what I heard.
Becky diffused. Or, I'm sorry, PWI diffused that and said she was never supposed to be there last night.
That's
Okay, good. Good.
That's good because that would have been worse.
I
For me.
think that Undertaker is that guy, and he admits it multiple times, and so does VKM.
Mhm.
that if you need somebody for a spot, call him and he gonna be there. He's never gonna tell you no.
Yep.
So I don't know what the significance of that was. They're both goth, I guess. I don't know.
You know,
Um, but I feel like Taker is that guy where it's like if you need someone for a spot,
yeah.
regardless if it's in an hour
Yeah.
or 16 hours, Taker's going to
Yeah.
figure out a way to be there. So I think that's what that was. But otherwise,
Yeah.
it should have been a
And,
woman. Let's be
and
It
honest.
should have
that's
been
what
a
I'm saying.
woman.
And
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah.
we know that the nod Taker. We know the backstage lore that you once you get a nod from Taker, like you're in there. Like you got the which I again understand, but why?
Yeah.
Like
And
Why?
while
it's
she's
crazy
still
because
celebrating.
y'all had Nikki there. Y'all had so many women that actually like mean something to wrestling in the building.
Hmm.
I wouldn't even be mad if Michelle McCool popped up. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't even be
Right,
mad if she had walked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a
right.
give me a woman who's done something. Like I would just I don't understand why they had to make that
Like the
moment
kind of
about him and not her.
and because again, I also fell asleep.
Because we old.
Like, listen, I also fell asleep. It was 9 o'clock. And, like, listen, my bedtime is 9.
It's gonna
But
happen every Monday, guys. Listen, guys.
Yeah.
Every time we review Monday, just know that on Tuesday morning, after
we
daycare
rewatch.
drop off, I rewatch it, but I'm gonna fall asleep. Okay. I'm old. I'm tired. I wake up early. I work with a bunch of kids. I'm punk now. Like I'm I'm tired.
I
Okay.
work with children.
I work with children who can't manage a target. I'm tired.
I fell asleep, and then I fell asleep on SmackDown now. So
I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna catch up, but I'm gonna fall asleep. Okay.
Oh
Sorry.
man.
Yeah. I fell asleep too. I had woke up and again, I went on Twitter because I was like, okay, what did I miss? And I was like, Undertaker? So for me thinking, Judgment Day, Liv Morgan. Oh, obviously Judgment Day interfered in some way, and to even the playing field, Undertaker for some reason was like, "Hey, my new buddies," and came out, which would have kind of sort of not made any sense either, but it would have made more sense than, "Hey,
What we
I
got?
see you just won that title. Keep
Run it.
rolling." Like,
Yeah.
Good job, kid. It's like, okay.
yeah, like, like,
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess I'm trying to give WWE grace for some of those decisions last night because of the fact that whole bunch of new people are watching, as well as people from who probably watched when they were kids,
Mm-hmm.
who are
And
like
like,
a couple
oh, someone.
generations past now to be like, oh, this match just happened, but now the Undertaker is out, and I knew him from when I was a kid, and whatever the case may be. So I guess that could have been the
That's very nice
rationale.
of you because I can't give them that.
very
Like,
good.
that's very.
I'm
I
really
commend
trying,
you,
y'all.
baby.
I'm
You
really
tried,
trying.
You
but I ain't
you
giving
oh
it to
you tried
you.
almost as hard as me and my agenda.
I was jumping,
You was
yeah.
Saving
trying.
Jumping through
it.
hoops. Make that work. Trying to make that work.
Okay, before we get into any more matches, I do want to talk about two things. One, I know we had the vignette stating that a luchador, if you will be debuting on January 6th, but he did not. But
Mm-mm.
because he was scrapped
He was.
for someone. This is my favorite part of the show. Actually, I thought John Cena was my favorite part of the show. This is we're not going to give him much time. Iron Sheik is happy. That's all I'm going to say.
He smiled. Yeah, he's smiling.
He's smiling down.
Then,
happy he
now,
tweeted for the dead.
forever.
Yeah,
Forever.
that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Then, now, forever.
Tweeted from the dead. That's how happy he is.
So, here's the rumor about that. That kind of is like really like throwing mind-boggling to me, guys.
Mhm.
Apparently, Stone Cold was supposed to be there last night. At the last minute, he decided not to come. And then you realize that WWE gave Hulk the beer advertisement for the show. And you know what? If I were Stone Cold too, I'd be like, fuck, forget y'all. I would
Yeah.
not show up. Like,
Yeah.
and also, why did WWE give that? Why did they pick Hogan over Stone Cold? Like, Hogan is so problematic. They booed him out the building. Like, and now
Yeah.
you paid all that money for that contract, and you locked him in for so many years, and y'all now know you can't even put him out because we're gonna boo him out the contract. We're gonna boo him out the building. So y'all paid all that money when y'all could have had Stone Cold and his cats and just been kicking
Yeah.
it, shooting ATVs, hanging out with the kiddies all day. Y'all picked Hogan, so for that, you'll have to live with that. That is a problem that you have to live with now because you chose this life.
It's a big question mark.
Again, question marks above Gabby's head.
Yeah, yeah, the Hulk one was probably Hulk and we'll probably talk about it a little later, but like Saudi, the Royal Rumble Saudi thing was just kind of like
We'll talk
what?
about that now. What?
Yeah.
What? Like, oh,
Yeah, like
what are they doing? I'm
yeah.
calling
I
Paul.
don't
I'm calling Paul because I was like,
Not all money is good money.
not, mm.
Mm. That and it's like, well, I guess the women's match is not going to be
It's
the
gonna be on
big
Monday Night Raw.
spectacle. Yeah, the big spectacle that it normally is. You know.
Did y'all
That
see
is
Wendy Chu tweeted out? She said my Royal Rumble outfit, and it was her like in her jammies and like dressed up as a crab for like. Because you have to imagine,
Like,
like, the women aren't gonna get any pops for real, for real. They're gonna be covered from here to there, which I'm not knocking modesty, whatever. Do what you
yes, of
find,
course.
mhm.
but like that country don't like us. Why are we there?
Yeah.
And you have several of your talent who refuses to go.
And won't go. Sammy just got cool going back like 20 minutes ago. Even then,
So
he
did
might change
KO.
his mind. Yeah, because he
Yeah.
wouldn't go for Sammy. Him and he has solidarity with Sammy. Punk won't go. I wouldn't be shocked if some of the other ladies would be like, you know what, I'm straight.
Yeah.
There goes returns.
Yep, Rumble returns. Yep.
There goes just everything that has to even do like again. In some of the instances, I understand that this is a big deal. Like women performing in these places where they normally don't get to, it is a big deal. It is pioneering, but at what cost?
Hmm.
Because at some point it's like now safety is being compromised at some point. Like at some point now safety has been compromised. They legit thought something was going to happen to Finn for posing in
Hmm.
that arena like that. They fear for they got stuck there and were literally in fear for
Ooh,
their lives.
yep. Forgot about that. They all got stuck inside, which is why we got the NXT takeover that Friday night SmackDown because Daniel Bryan wouldn't go. So he was around when they all got stuck.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Hmm.
Ugh.
And to me, I just feel like there is absolutely no purpose. Like you're, if you're gonna draw your line in the sand, be quiet about it. If that makes sense. Like we know WWE fans, we know where certain things lie on certain scopes,
Yeah.
spectrums, politics, all that. We know. We are aware. But when you put it in our face and you blatantly say, "Hey, we don't care that we
Yeah.
alienate an entire fan base," but now is the consequences of your actions because now people you think that people want to see Hulk Hogan. No one can. Everyone who loved Hulk Hogan as a child is now a grandparent.
Yeah.
Let him go. Let Saudi go. Now all money is good money. And also,
Yeah.
we know we are going to see Goldberg win the Royal Rumble.
Why would you even put that into the universe? Oh my god.
Undertaker is gonna win the Royal Rumble in 2026.
At the Saudi
Like
show, yeah.
the Brothers of Destruction are gonna win the tag team title. Like I just want you to know.
We're gonna move on. We're not doing this anymore. We're not doing this today or tomorrow. Then now or forever. Let's move on because we're not doing this.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, but in happier news, we did get the announcement that Pentagon Junior is coming next week. Well, we didn't get the full announcement, but We
It's like
got
the
a
link in the
little.
nod.
We got something to look forward to. We got a little something to look forward to. So that,
I'm about to kick my table. I'm so excited for next week, you guys.
so excited. Okay. Next we have Jay versus Drew. I love this entrance.
I did too.
Yo, I
That
never
was
thought
cool.
that I would ever see somebody roll up.
On a WWE show.
Yeet.
Period.
That camera work.
Oh, Jimmy died.
Wow.
Jimmy died. Jimmy died. No.
No yeet.
No,
No,
yeet.
yeah,
Gone.
no, he.
Jimmy's
No,
gone. Jimmy's
No,
gone.
oh no, oh man. No, he can't. You always get injured. Look.
Listen.
Some days it be like that though. Sometimes you gotta
imitates
take your
life.
L's.
Not art imitates life.
We gonna get canceled this episode, y'all.
Our comments might be on fire. All engagement is good engagement. So it's fine.
Hey, look.
Make sure you
But-
like, follow, and subscribe.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I never thought I'd see that, and I was like,
Yeah, I was shocked to see that.
I was a little surprised as well.
Travis was like, no rating, you say?
But like
When
not
they,
once,
when they called it Sage.
but twice. Twice.
Yeah.
It was just like the same thing.
And what was Michael Cole doing? He could not catch the beat to save his life. Maybe he was fighting for his life trying to catch that beat.
He tried. He tried.
He
He
something,
did.
girl.
It's okay. He had a contact, you know. Yeah, you know. Because I was like, can they do that? They was like, oh.
Yeah, could they do that in arenas? I thought you couldn't do that in arenas.
I mean, I've been to.
I was gonna say.
I
I've
mean,
been to
y'all know that
concerts
that
where-
iconic Janet Jackson video.
Of course. I mean, they always sneak and do it, but it's just like him just up and doing it.
Also, who's gonna tell him no? I'm ignoring you. Who's gonna tell him no? Like, and if he got
Right.
fined for it, WWE would be like, okay, drop in the bucket. Here's your $100,000. Here's your $200,000. Like, whatever, it's fine. We made that in T-shirt sales for Jimmy's shirt alone. It's fine.
Literally, yeah.
Hey.
I'm sorry, Ash. I was still.
Wait, you was like with Janet?
You don't remember that video?
No, I thought you said you was there.
Y'all smoking over there.
Oh, I wasn't
Yeah,
there.
I
No,
remember,
wasn't
I
there,
remember.
no.
I remember.
Yeah.
But I thought you were saying you was there.
No, I wasn't there. I was like,
No,
referencing
Beyonce
it.
did a video too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I love that video.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. This match was serviceable. I honestly forgot why Drew was beefing with the bloodline. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Because he can.
The receipts aren't as long as Kevin's, but they're there.
Yeah.
They're
I see a
there.
whole
They're
hater,
there.
you know. Like, I just
Kevin got a CVS receipt, of course.
Yeah, heavy on the CVS receipt. Yeah,
He's not wrong.
Mm-mm.
he's not.
Kevin Owens can do no wrong in my eyes, though. Kevin Owens is always right to me. What did you guys think about Jay versus Drew? Ash, what did you think? You eating?
I really, yeah, we were eating on from the couch. I really enjoyed this match. I thought, like you said, I thought it was serviceable. I was honestly a little bit surprised based on the story that we're trying to tell, since Drew is basically it's seemingly knocking bloodline members off leading up to Roman,
Mhm.
is what I perceived the story right now being. So I was a little surprised that Jay won, but it goes well with my agenda that I want Jay to be a world title holder this year. So
Okay.
For more
yeah,
than
yeah. More than 28 days, please. More than 30 days.
Please.
More than
Please.
30 business days. Yeah.
Gabby, was this match? What do you feel about this match, Gabby?
It did its job. It did its job.
Got as far. KB, what about you?
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Period. Period. So we can go ahead and keep this moving all along too. All right, main event: Punk versus Rollins. I'm not surprised. I love a good hater. They hate each other.
Yeah. Good
Work
job.
for me.
Put him in the ring.
Work for me. Do we think that this is the end of Punk Rock? Well, not the end, but for
Hell
now.
no, they're gonna run that back. They're running that back.
Like for now. We definitely
They
putting a
gotta
pin
run
in
that
it.
back.
Yeah.
They
Were we
gotta run
surprised we
that
got
back
it so
match.
early?
Yes.
Yes,
I was a little surprised.
I was reading that Rhea and that match were actually planned for Mania, but they bumped them up early for Netflix. Is what I was reading from a couple of
Mm.
reliable people online.
Okay. That that makes sense. That makes a lot of
Mhm.
sense.
Because you're on
That these are
viewers.
that's definitely a Mania level match for sure.
100%.
It it was. I also heard I meant to say that in my previous point. Like, would we have wanted Rhea Liv to go on to Mania?
I don't know how they would have wrote that though. It's still
In
yeah,
another
They'd have
life,
found
in
a
another
way.
world, in
They'd have
another
found a way.
story.
They'd have
Yeah.
found a way.
Hey, KB, how did you feel about Punk Rollins?
I enjoyed it for the most part. I had to rewatch it because I fell asleep. You know,
Welcome to the old
It's
club.
11 o'clock.
Welcome to the old
Three and a
girl
half
club.
hours.
I gotta
Three and
work.
a half hours.
The PLE.
Again, welcome to the old lady club, girl. We have coffee on the left, Starlight Mints on the right.
I like the Starlight Mints.
Starlight
Ash.
Mints.
Okay. Ash, what about you? What about what's what's that?
I mean, I enjoyed the match. I thought the match was good. I enjoyed the finish.
Yep, same.
I thought the finish was
Yes.
really, really dope. That
I
was
agree.
what really got me to lock in that last 5 minutes of the match. I really enjoyed. With CM Punk winning, like you mentioned, obviously for another episode later down the line, but CM Punk definitely is the favorite to win the Royal Rumble as of right now. It's looking like. So I'm
I
so
love
sorry,
the
Reese.
storytelling in that match. Like they were using each other's finishers. They were getting tired. Like it made sense. And I know they're gonna run it back. They have to run it back.
Yeah. It's always good when you can like feel the disdain for each other. You know, like I always really, really appreciate that in the feud.
I love a good hate. I love haters.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? I don't this I just love it. It's like, and your outfits are dumb. And your outfits
Just a
are
little
stupid. Like,
it's a little whack. It's a little whack.
Punk
like
wore his Ring of Honor final AEW match gear, which I mean his
I
jacket, which
peeped
I thought was
that. I
funny.
peeped that.
Which I thought was pretty funny.
because
Again.
full
He was
circle
on his
time.
hater.
That Punk moment. It's just like I just
He was on his hater mood for real.
for real.
For real.
I really enjoyed that. But I'm just gonna do rapid fire ratings. We're just gonna do it we're gonna give our ratings at the count of three. 1, 2, 3.
2.5.
3.
3.4.
Also a
Mm.
3. Should have just said 3. Like that should just
My issue with it, honestly, is that we had like 8 hours of television and had like 4 matches. That is my issue.
That is a
Like
con.
that was a lot. Especially when you're giving time to someone like Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
I'm fine with you giving time to Cena. I would have been fine with them giving like they gave where were the women at? That was my issue.
It
Like
wasn't that many
where
women at all.
they
They could
didn't spotlight, and the
one
women were in
women's
the
match.
crowd. They should not even that. Like they had women in the crowd. Like they gave Nikki Bella like a little cute little her little
Mhm.
whatever. But like there were women available. Like why didn't we show? Why did any of them get a mic and get a chance to do anything? But meanwhile, we had The Rock and we had Hulk Hogan out there. Like what are we doing? So that would be why I rated it so low. The main event was perfect. I love the main event. They had good wrestling. Like I can't give them that. I just when you have a 3.5 hour show and you have 4 matches, like I kind of got a problem with that. Big
Especially
picture.
especially when it's a Raw, who was known for more matches.
And then you have the nerve to have a press conference afterwards. I was like, okay, Mama was definitely did the right thing
Also,
to go
shout
to
out
sleep.
They're
shout out to
trying to
CM
get
Punk,
more entertainment. Yeah.
who shout out to CM Punk giving women a voice. I appreciate that for
And
him.
his shout out to Chris Bay. Love it. Love it.
Yes, that was really
You
dope.
know, I hate that. I really don't like that. I'm liking CM Punk. Like, ew.
Same. Honestly, same.
Ew.
Same. I was very much a CM Punk disliker in AEW, I was kind of like, when he came over, but god damn it, guys, he's winning me over. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm a
He's a
fan.
good
People
guy.
could grow. People could change. People can do
He's a
better.
good guy, it seems.
I think he was always a good guy. I think he got
Yeah.
dealt a bad set of cards. Another show for another
Got
day,
pushed
but
against
I
the
do
wall a
think
bit. Yeah.
I do think that he was kind of roughed up and abused, and he reacted like that. Like you put a cat in a paper bag. What are they going to do? They're going to claw their way. You know what I mean? Like I think that
Mhm.
he was a bad set of cards. I don't think he's. And it's crazy because if you talk to people in the AEW locker room, they're all like, no, Punk bought all women Starbucks gift cards. Punk would stay after shows. Punk would watch your matches. Punk would do all these
Mhm.
things. And now
Mhm.
at a house show, Punk is running out in his towel trying to save somebody. But but AEW wants me to believe that he was this horrible person. So it's like
Right.
Yeah.
one
It's
plus one equaling two. This man is out like having fun and running out in his robe to wrestle. But
having
you're
the
trying
time
to
of his
explain to
life.
me
Yeah.
that he's a bad guy? I'm so confused. I'm so confused.
I c- I always used to make this joke that CM Punk, because CM Punk came back around the same time that Nelly and Ashanti got back together, so
Oh my
You and
goodness.
your agendas. You and
so
your
I
agendas.
I was like, see, he like Nelly. You see how Nelly ain't stopped smiling when he got Ashanti back. CM Punk has not stopped smiling. He just want to come
You see
home.
all them teeth.
Yeah.
He just want to come home. He missed it. He missed it. That's why. But that is our show for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Hibby, where can they find you?
At meticulous key everywhere.
Yeah, baby.
You guys can find me at Hi Gabrielle everywhere.
And Ash Benny.
And you can find me at Benny's blog _.
And you can find me at Genius 3.
Good. Look at you. Got it. Ah.
Only took me 6 weeks at Genius 3. Or currently now at Reese Plays Games X.
Yay.
Streams coming soon. I was gonna stream on Friday, but I didn't have a voice. So
Let's
now that I have my voice,
go.
now that I have my
Oh.
voice,
Let's go.
I have mine up too. I have mine up. All right, and you guys can find the collective at Lip Gloss in the letter N Ladders on IG and Lip Gloss Ladders on Twitter, X, whatever. I'm
Whatever.
gonna get that right one day. But
You're not. It's fine.
until, until next time, guys, don't forget to put down that ladder and pick up that lip gloss, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.